This morning, we're exploring a question that might sound simple, but speaks to the core of our mental well-being, and that is: can you have no self-esteem? Is it possible to have no self-esteem? Many of us struggle with self-doubt, but is it possible to have literally zero belief in your own worth? Absolutely zero. In this podcast, we're going to explore that spectrum and what it means for your daily life. Self esteem is basically about how you feel about yourself, reflecting your overall thoughts about you, your sense of self worth, your confidence in your abilities and your character, though it's influenced by experiences and can change. It's your internal scorecard of your value, encompassing beliefs about your competence, qualities, and whether you belong. And yes, whether or not you are enough. So let's go and let's cook a little bit, okay? What do you think? And I want you to put this in the chat, put your answers in. Can you have no self esteem? Is it entirely possible to have no self esteem? Drop your answer now. Yes or no, why or in, just drop it on in. And welcome, Anthony Smith. Great to see you this morning. Drop it in. Let's see some Y's. Let's see some N's. Can you have no self esteem? Is it possible? Okay, I'll tell you what. The short answer. The short answer is yes. The short answer is yes. You can have very low or virtually no self esteem. Yes, you can have very low or virtually no self esteem. And this isn't about just like having a bad day or feeling shy. Having very low or literally no self esteem means having a consistently poor view of your own worth, often feeling inadequate, unlovable, maybe unloved, or fundamentally worthless. Wow. Mm. This lack of belief in your value is a deep seated issue that can impact all areas of your life, can impact all areas of your life. I'm going to expand a little bit on this at this point in time. I'm going to talk a little bit about signs and symptoms of no self esteem. Negative self talk. That's that constant inner critic always pointing out your flaws, being hard on yourself, unforgiving of yourself, saying negative things about yourself that just really lay your self esteem not just low, but no, having no self esteem. Fear of failure, avoiding new challenges or opportunities due to a strong belief you will fail. If you have no self esteem, you don't even get started. You just don't get started. You avoid every new thing that comes into your life, every new opportunity that comes into your life. Difficulty accepting praise. I've been there. Downplaying your achievements or attributing success to luck. Oh, it's just luck. That's how it happened. Really? You forgot about all the hard work possibly that you put into you and your accomplishments. But just think about having no self esteem, where you're going to have total difficulty. No matter what anyone says to you, no matter how they praise you, you're going to be hard on yourself anyway because you have that difficulty in accepting praise. I have been there. Feeling inferior to others, believing that peers are inherently better. If you have no self-esteem, you're going to always feel inferior to others, and you are gonna believe that. You're gonna look on social media, and you're gonna believe what you want to believe. You're going to believe in someone else's image before you believe in yourself. and you're going to feel inferior. So this is really important because th- this podcast reaches a lot of people. People can watch at their leisure, whatever it is that they're doing or wherever they're at. And someone out there, if not someone already online here, is going to look at this and they're going to realize possibly that they have no self-esteem. This podcast is going to get shared with someone who you might believe has no self-esteem. And I can't imagine what that's like because my self-esteem is pretty high, but there are times it goes low. But to have absolutely no self-esteem means that you have no shot. You're giving yourself no shot at life. That's what it means. So I'm kind of like going to emphasize this and really stay on this point. And and hopefully you're getting it. If you're getting it, drop it in the chat. Say, tell me that you're getting it because this is important. This is valuable. This is valuable, valuable stuff because we live in a bubble sometimes. We don't always know what's really, really going on the outside because we're so tuned in sometimes to ourselves. We're tuned in to what we want and what we want to do. And we forget that there's a whole other world out there of people that exist. Um, we feel that our self-esteem is good. We're good. Um, our self-esteem is low, and when it's low, we know what to do, but we don't always know what to do when we have low self-esteem. And you can get to a point in life, I believe, that you can actually have no self-esteem. Let's say, for instance, your self-esteem goes really, really high. Is it possible at that point in time your self-esteem can drop so low, depending upon what's happening in your life, that you literally can have no self-esteem for a long time, and that is something that is worth considering and thinking about. So that's where I'm going with this, and this feeling inferior to others and believing that your peers are inherently better falls into that. Putting others' needs first is another point of discussion here, and a key characteristic of people who have no self-esteem. Putting others' needs first, trouble setting boundaries or saying no, that sets you up for people pleasing. And I'm going to tell you a story. Just my shoulders a little bit. I'm going to tell you a story. Sixth grade, probably seventh grade. Um, I gave my lunch money to an older brother of one of my friends on a regular basis because he insisted, excuse me, well, he did insist, but he instilled the belief in me that he was in danger and that I needed to continue and go along with this because we'd both be in danger. He was saying that somebody was actually watching us, and he needed to make sure that that he had money, and he wanted me to help him. So it wasn't like he leaned on me. He wasn't bullying me, anything like that. He was actually a trusted source, somebody who I knew, and we went along with this for a while. Probably, maybe I would say, maybe a couple of weeks, easy, easy. And my mom got wind of it and got hold of his mother and put a stop to it immediately. I mean, immediately. She put a stop to that thing like that. Okay. And he ended up getting suspended. He didn't get expelled. He got suspended. But my mom bought myself, the mother, the counselor at the school. Everybody was there, and he was there as well. And he had to and he was exposed on that. But I honestly believe that that was probably the first episode in my life of people pleasing that I recalled last week. I thought about it a few years ago, but actually this made me think about it. So you're getting value? Put that in. Let me know. People pleasing, yeah, putting others' needs first. We don't put ourselves first when we have no self-esteem. So at that point in time, I'm even thinking about this now. So if I had, did I have no self-esteem as a young man? How much self-esteem did I actually have? And maybe that's something for you to think about. When you were younger, how much self-esteem did you actually have? And it's life changing once you kind of realize the power of raising your self esteem. But this is really, really cool and interesting right now, because that is something that I did not know, that you could have no self esteem. Wow. Um, let's talk about this uh, from a concept of being a spectrum. Emphasize. I want to emphasize this. Um, Self esteem exists on a spectrum. Okay, on a sliding scale. Everyone, even confident people, can have moments of low self esteem after negative experiences. Most likely that could have happened to me. The difference is that those with very low self esteem struggle with daily persistent feelings of not being good enough. So if you're struggling with very low, literally no self esteem, you struggle with this daily. You struggle with this, you might even struggle with this hourly. You might struggle with this weekly, you might struggle with this monthly, you might even struggle with this yearly, and you might have a battle, decades old battle of no self esteem, where you don't even get treated right and you don't even know how to treat yourself up right. You feel me? I want to also now clarify that um, I want to clarify that self esteem is different from confidence. Self esteem is different from confidence, just like self esteem is different uh, from self confidence and self image. And I'm going to be breaking a lot of these things down, a lot, a lot more. So, self esteem is different from confidence, which is your ability in specific tasks. You might be a great musician, but feel still, you kind of feel worthless as a person. So, you can be very confident and feel worthless. And the two are closely linked to overall mental health, just to let you know that. So I want to say this because I'm going to now kind of bring this in for a little bit of a landing. I'm going to go and see what you all are saying out there. But this, understanding that you can have no self-esteem. This isn't just for the sake of just learning this and being academic about it. Recognizing extreme low self-esteem is the first step toward getting help. It's a serious mental issue, but it can be improved through strategies like challenging negative thoughts, practicing self compassion, and seeking professional support.